wanted to protect my daughters. I wanted to feel that I could tell them in a matter-of-fact way, and I wanted to, get my treatment plan sorted before telling them, because then I could say, well, I've got this, but I've got my chemo in place. This is when it's starting. This is what's happening. I didn't have any obvious symptoms of lung cancer at all. I didn't have a cough, no chest infections. I was getting a bit tired, lost a bit of weight, but that I just thought I was running a lot, and I just thought, it's due to that exercising a lot. But then I started to develop a little bit of a wheeze, not much, but when I was running, I noticed, and a couple of other things just didn't feel right. I had a feeling I'd got cancer anyway. I just had this feeling. But when those words incurable, inoperable, were said, I was like, oh my God. But then treatable, so I thought, okay, focus on treatable. I wanted to tell my daughters before anybody else. I think my husband was relieved when I did tell them, because he was bottling everything up. He couldn't speak to anyone, which is really hard for him, but once I did tell my daughters, he could then share his feelings and anxieties and everything else. My daughters are very much like me. So once we got the treatment, in fact, my first chemo session at the hospital, both my daughters turned up. One came down from London, the other one came down with her husband, and it was it was great, they were there to support me, definitely. But I was fine. I was just so happy. It sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? But I was just so happy to start the treatment, because to me it was like, it's going to extend my life. It's not going to cure me, but at least it will give me, a chance to live my life, even for a bit longer. And I'm so glad I'm still here, because obviously my great grandson was born, since I've been in. So much has happened. I've got a great niece born. So many wonderful things have happened during my treatment. My treatment has been successful for me, because the tumours have shrunk and they remain stable, which is my go-to word. I love that word. I love hearing my scan results, and that word stable is like, yes, I'm okay now. I don't have to think about anything now for another 3 months until my next scan. So that's good. But yeah, so I'm living with cancer, but I'm living well with cancer. Not every day is a good day, believe me. I get days where, it's an effort just to have a shower, brush my teeth, and I don't want to speak to anybody. Everything just becomes overwhelming. When I think about the future, having a life-limited illness, and it's uncertainty, it's that uncertainty. You just think, what's ahead? But most of the time, I can just live day by day and live the best I can, really. I've got lung cancer. I don't have a cough. I'm out running. I'm living with cancer. I have good days and bad days, but you can live with cancer, and you can, with lung cancer, and you can live well. And I think the awareness is, for me, is also to look at future generations. As a mom and a grandma, I'm always looking at the future, and what's, making life better, making the future better for, your kids and your grandkids. So, that's my passion at the moment. It's just hope for future generations that one day we can beat this.